little bit.
Hi friends, welcome to Sunday Storytime brought to you by Little Bits of Language. My name is Ayesha and I'm one of the founders of Little Bits of Language. I've been a speech language pathologist for over 10 years and have worked to teach hundreds of kids speech and language skills. Reading is such an important part of a child's developmental process. It supports thinking skills, school readiness, language development, creativity and imagination, concentration, and much more. Before we get started with the story, we have some reading tips for you. If you'd like to skip straight ahead to the story, we have a chapter marker for you down below. These general reading tips are meant to help you get the most out of story time with your kids. Remember that encouraging language development doesn't have to take lots of time or a financial investment. Reading stories at bedtime is a great opportunity that can take less than 15 minutes to support a child's language development. The first tip we'd love to share with you is to encourage active participation. Ask and answer WH questions, which include who, what, where, why, and when questions. This will not only help with increased attention, but help with comprehension or understanding of the story. Asking and answering questions is also an important developmental milestone in preschool-age children. We'll have some suggestions throughout the video to give you ideas on the types of questions that you can ask. Our next tip is to use the pause button generously. Pausing will give you time to discuss the story, ask and answer questions, and make comments. Another great tip is to talk about how the story can relate to your own life. This is an important one. Relating stories to your own life can help start a discussion which will lead to practicing important concepts, like understanding WH questions, answering WH questions, increased vocabulary, turn-taking skills in conversation, learning to stay on topic, commenting, and sentence structure. Remember that most kids learn from listening to others, even unintentionally. If you're discussing the story with your child, they not only get to practice language concepts, but have you modeling or demonstrating language for them. Our last tip is to practice retelling the story afterwards. We'll talk more about this after the story. Ready to get started? Pete the Cat and the Tip Top Treehouse by James Dean. Pete the Cat has built a treehouse. He calls his friends. "I just built a treehouse," he says. "Come over to play." Pete's friends show up. "This is great," say his friends, "but it is a little small." "You are right," says Pete. "It is too small. I will fix that." Pete starts building a bigger treehouse. "Do you want some help?" asks Callie. "Sure," says Pete. Callie carries up more wood. "Can I help too?" asks Marty. "Sure," says Pete. Together, they build a tower for Pete's treehouse. "Let's have a treehouse party," says Marty. "A party," says Pete. "But what will everyone do?" "I can help with that," says Emma. "This is great," says Pete. "Let's do it." Pete, Marty, Callie, Emma, and Grumpy Toad get right to work. They build an arcade. They fill it with fun games. They build a bowling alley. It has 20 lanes. They build a wave pool. Pete can surf indoors. They build a movie theater and a skate park and a climbing wall and an ice rink. Pete's friends all come for the party. Pete takes one friend to the bowling alley. He takes one friend to the movie theater. Pete takes one friend to the skate park. Pete lets one friend surf in the wave pool. "Is everyone here?" asks Pete. "Yeah, but we're all alone," his friends say. "We came to play with each other." "Oh," says Pete. Everyone meet down at the jungle gym. Everyone climbs down. "This treehouse is amazing," say his friends. "Thanks," says Pete. "I'm so glad it brought us all together." The end. Wasn't that such a cute story? I'm so glad that we got to share it with you. Earlier, we talked about some reading tips such as encouraging active participation, pausing to process information, and relating the story to real life. One tip we wanted to review afterwards was retelling the story. Retelling the story helps develop comprehension skills, sequencing skills, memory skills, and overall grammar and language. Retell skills are not only important for academic success, but vital for safety. You can start with just retelling one event, then two, then the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Remember that it's important to start on your child's level. Once they have mastered the beginning, middle, and end, they can include more events and story elements. Story elements are things like characters, setting, and the problem and solution. The great thing about retell is that it can be tailored for a variety of age groups. Now it's your turn to retell the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our Little Bits channel to keep up with information about language development, speech therapy, reading, and so much more for kids of all ages. We also have our website, littlebitsoflanguage.com, and socials tagged below to make sure that you don't miss out on access to all of our free resources. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. See you next time.